Hello, hello, Karen Malone back again with another speaker for you for the Rehab Your Life 2020 Virtual Summit. I hope you guys have enjoyed the offering so far. And so, like I said, I have another speaker. Her name is Kayshaun Brooks. So, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of her bio. You can find it on our summit resource link. But let me tell you a little bit about Kayshaun. Kayshaun came from a medical background as a nurse. Her passion for organic skincare started in 2002 when she was able to avoid harsh chemical treatments by healing herself using alternative holistic methods. Over the last 2 decades, Kayshaun has studied holistic alternatives in all aspects of her life: medicine, skincare, home practices, and beyond. Along the way, she has continued healing herself using these practices as well as her family and friends. Kayshaun decided it was her mission to share this healing knowledge and set out in launching her businesses. She launched Renew You Body Butter in 2018 to offer people luxury organic skincare that is ethically sourced and handcrafted. She is set to launch her second business surrounding holistic lifestyle coaching by the end of 2020. And so, without further ado, I would like to bring to the virtual stage Miss Kayshaun Brooks. Hey, Kayshaun, how are you?
Hello, everyone. How are you?
So, thank you so much for making time to
I'm
be a
happy to
part
be here.
of the virtual summit. I am so excited to have you on to be able to share your expertise and your knowledge. And so, we're going to do this interview style. So, your
Okay.
title
And thank
is,
you so much for having me.
you're welcome. So your title is Thinking Outside the Box. Yes, it can be used for that. I think that that's an awesome title because conversations that you and I have had around different medical conditions, you really shared with me that your products address a multitude of conditions. Can you share with our audience just some of those conditions and how you have seen progress through working with your needs as well as your family and friends and your customers' needs?
Okay. Thank you for that introduction. It was beautiful. And, it did start back way back in 2002, with my son having a very extreme, severe case of eczema. And, knowing that there's no root cause of eczema, it's a little bit of everything. It makes you look at all aspects of your life. And so I myself was having like other health issues, like hormonal issues. And so that makes you look at what you're putting in your skin, what you're putting in your body, in your hair. And one of the things that I've done recently, and I worked on it for a couple of years before I launched it, was my facial line, which is an all natural organic skincare, facial wash, toner, and moisturizer. With studying with, why I had these fibroids, enlarged uterus, all these different things, just to name a couple. Um, a lot of information, data, statistics, test articles led back to the products that you use in your skincare products feeds the that little
Tumor
thing that
or the
your body.
hormone. Yes.
Like
Wow.
for me, fibroids, the toxins in the store bought products, it was feeding the fibroids. It was making them bigger. It was causing all the side effects that comes along with that. It was feeding it. It was making it worse. And when I started changing, and it didn't happen right away. It took time, but I noticed my symptoms started to diminish, and I was like, wow, there's something to this about the skincare products. So my mind has like expanded into, okay, well, what about my hair now? And what about my scalp now? And,
Right,
for the
right.
past couple of years,
Just those orifices on our body that absorb.
yes,
Yeah.
all these different things from different areas. You don't think about it. And, I was, I've been working on my hair just like I've done, with the facial products, everything. And I tell people if my business was to close down, I'm still going to be making these products because it's everyday life for me. It's a necessity. It's not just, I didn't just wake up and say, hey, I want to make skincare products. This was a necessity that I did for almost 10 years before launching it out to the world. But I noticed a difference. So now I've been working on my hair. And I don't know if you remember, but when we last met, I had the long braids, or I
Yeah.
had a wig or something
I
on, but
remember.
I had to step outside my box in my comfort zone and was like, okay, all these braids and wigs and the chemicals and stuff, it had did a lot of damage to my scalp and my hair. And then when I got the confidence, I was like, okay, I'm gonna launch it soon, so I might as well start embracing the natural me.
Right.
And I even noticed, a difference with that of how, I didn't think hair would grow in certain spots of my hair, or, just the healthiness of my hair repairing itself. It's like, and I'm noticing when I even made those changes, those hormonal issues I mentioned before, I'm getting more improvement. So it's like, it's not just eczema or psoriasis. That's why my slogan is renew your skin, renew your life. You're renewing
Yes.
everything. That's why I have the logo of the tree of life because, roots, they need to drink water, they need to keep being fed and nourishing so that the leaves, can continue to grow. Same method, with our
Right.
skin.
And that's why I love the title, Thinking Outside the Box. Yes, it can be used for that. Because, I was just telling you, one of my good girlfriends was like, who's on the summit today? I want to know, does it work for cellulite? And you actually had an answer for that. What was your answer?
Yeah. My answer was yes, my body scrub can help with that. And you follow that up with the body butter or body oil. And then on top of that, which I do offer, I customize products because if it's not on there, I have a lot of customers because I just came out, but I've been making products for years for people. So they order specific products like my hair products. That's what pushed me out a lot faster because people are ordering it a lot more. So the same thing, now your friend, she needs this. I have the product,
Yeah.
I can make it happen for her. So if you go to my website and it's not on there, reach out to me, send me an email, and let's see if I can make it happen for you.
So let's talk about some women issues that we had talked about before. We are women of a certain age. Many of us, like myself, have weight management issues, and we're trying to, wear the different shapewear and things of that nature because we're wanting to, kind of reduce the cellulite, reduce, some of the issues that we're having. But when we talk about from a female issue perspective, those hormones, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And you had alluded to how you were addressing some issues for yourself, and that what you put on your skin, your skin is the largest organ that our body has, and people
Yeah.
don't really think of your skin as an organ, but you're
Hmm.
lathering on all of these chemicals, and your products are all natural. So can you tell me a little bit about how, from a hormonal perspective? And then also, I know a lot of my audience may deal with diabetes, and you had mentioned nerve pain and things of that nature. Can you just share a little bit more about how some of these medical conditions and the side effects of those could be addressed through your products, the variety of products you offer?
Okay. since you started off, I may ask you to do a little bit of rewind of some of the issues, but to go off for like the nerve pain, the bath salts. I call them therapeutic bath salts because as far as my issues, I'm being vulnerable here. I've never really even spoke about these things online, even though I am, because it's all a part of Renew You. But with the fibroids, you're exhausted all
Yeah.
the time,
Yes.
all the time. Because there's excessive bleeding. I was anemic. I was working 3 or 4 jobs, providing for my family, and I needed energy some type of way. And I tried all the medicine and everything, but now I'm full holistic into this life. And so I knew about like Epsom salt and like Dead Sea salt. And when I looked at other businesses, I was like, okay, there's nothing powerful enough for, because I'm trying this stuff and because I need to get up, I need to provide for my family and be able to move around and everything. And I had to research and was like, okay, this does this does that. I needed something to be able to like lift me up out my soul, to get walking around and stuff, and or reduce that muscle ache, reduce that swelling, reduce that nerve pain, and there was nothing naturally out there, and I had to make that, and it's not just me, others are seeing the results from that.
Right.
Um, you mentioned diabetes.
Hmm.
A lot of diabetics, their skin is dry. That's why I kind of shifted from our last interview. When I first came out, I was known, eczema, psoriasis, dry skin business, but it became, as I started opening up my eyes and realizing it's more, for example, with the diabetes, they don't have eczema, but
Hmm.
their skin is dry, especially at their limbs, and because of the poor circulation. The bath salts can help with that. The body butter and the bath oil is just as effective for those type of patients as it is for those with dry skin issues. So, yeah.
And so, just as a self care regimen, I love your packaging. I love
Hmm.
how it just, highlights the beauty of the women that we are. It really is one of those brands that inspires me to lift my head and to work harder each day. And so I just wanted to shift a little bit and talk about how people can connect with you and if you have any current offers, because I'm definitely going to put the word out. You sent me some packaging that I have just loved, the body butter, the bath salts, and I do need to re-up my order. I ain't going to tell no
Okay.
lie. And
That's
so,
good.
but just being able to love on yourself and be creative and think outside the box with some of these products to address some of the medical issues. Because a part of what I've discovered in the work that I do is that we as women are burning the candle on both ends. We're trying to
Yes.
be super mom and run this business and take care of our families and be a wife and be a daughter and be a mother, all these things. And so for me, your products really help with that self care, to be able to relax and to take care of yourself. And so you are also extending an offer for women to become affiliates to work with
Yes.
you, as
Yes.
well as, offering your products. So can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Okay. I just, you know what, my affiliate program was something that happened very organically. At first when I started, I was the farmer's market, church selling, school fair. That was the extent, of my business. And I really didn't see anything as further than that. I could never imagine, you know, um, where I am today. But in 2018, I had a double accident. A drunk driver hit me, and 58 days later, the prison I was working at, the gates malfunctioned and crushed me. And so those back to back injuries basically took me out of my medical career of being a nurse. So it was right on time for me to just step outside. It was like, okay, I'm transitioning into something else. I'm leaving the healthcare field in that aspect, but I'm getting ready to open up and share to the world my holistic journey. And as I'm trying to find myself and being open and vulnerable, women just started reaching out to me asking, did I want brand ambassadors and affiliates? And I'm new to these social media streets, and I'm going to people who are like, what's an ambassador? What's an affiliate? This was back in December of last year, November of last year. But after I got about 12 women, um,
Which
I
is a
was like,
lot. Which is a
which
lot to start, which is a blessing.
and I didn't know, but I'm thanking God for every minute, every moment of it. But after I got about 12 women, I was like, okay, I'm on to something. I got to stop paper, scissors, and staple it. And, I was like, this has got to be legit. I got to come out hard. And that
Right.
is what you have seen. And I'm being very generous. I was like, these women are gravitating to me for a reason.
Hmm.
I didn't just want people, even though you can come and be an affiliate, I didn't just want people to just, you know, not get the products. I
Right.
want people to get the products, try them out, because when you're using them, you connect to your audience a little bit
Yeah.
more than just holding up a little picture of something. But if that works for you, come on over and join the Queen team. But and because I'm being creative, and trying to run my business on my own, it was a way of advertising as well too.
Right.
So instead of me, promoting myself, it's like, okay, I can take a cut of my profit and give to someone else and to the customer, and my business growth will
Grown.
spread.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
I give my affiliates 20%.
Awesome.
Every
Awesome.
purchase, the customer saves 20%. And you asked earlier about where can everyone find me. I am on Facebook, Rena Your Body Better, Instagram, Pinterest. I'm on LinkedIn also, but as Kayshaun Brooks. I'm on Facebook. And I'll be venturing out to other platforms soon. And just as a special, something that I've had for a while is my body set, which contains the body butter, the bath salt, and the body oil, and my facial set, which contains my facial wash, toner, and moisturizer. I have a special going on where you can get them both half off. If
Awesome.
if there's a little catch, if
Okay.
you agree to give me a testimonial. I'm out here, a new business, 2 years old, still learning my way. And, I want to give back for those that want to help me. So if you're willing to take a picture, do a little video, and tell me what you think about your products, get the packages for half off. It's right on the website, and it's under the giveaway option. So this is for those who attend this event. So don't go off running telling the world. I'm not trying to give away 1,000 packages.
Exactly.
Only
Exactly.
for those who attend this summit.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And
You're
guys, if
welcome.
you want to learn more about Kayshaun's story, she actually was featured on the Rehab Your Life podcast on April the 3rd. So it's going to be our season two, episode number 14, if you want to learn more. Kayshaun, thank you so much for participating in the Rehab Your Life virtual summit. You know, this is not going to be the only time that we work together. I
Yes,
see you,
yes.
girlfriend. I see you out there doing big things. And so
Thank you.
thank you for sharing your expertise and product knowledge here for the summit. And I want you to have a great rest of your day.
Oh, one more thing. I didn't mention
Okay.
my website,
Oh, sorry.
www.renewyobodybutter.com. It's just like how it sounds, Renew You Body Butter, no abbreviations. And we almost forgot to mention about staying to the end
Oh,
of the.
yes. Stay to the end of the summit for each day, day one and day two, and there will be door prizes and giveaways. Miss Brooks is offering something as well as some of the other summit speakers. So be sure to stay because we're going to pick someone to be able to get the door prizes and the free giveaways. Thank you for reminding me for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you. See you guys at the next session.
Bye.